Are you able to monitor?
Yep, hang on.
Can you show me an ending to the PD of the address?
Can I put you on admin to PD?
All right, I'm already getting car sick.
All right, good afternoon, backseaters. Happy Wednesday. You're here with the CAT team, Thomas Siegelstrom, and I have a special guest for you today. He just was itching to get the streets.
Oh, yeah.
Jelly Joe, in the flesh. 2 weeks back to back now.
This is the city, St. Paul, Minnesota. 300 and some thousand residents. That's where the CAT team goes to work.
And this is our story, their story.
This is our story.
So, probably going to be a quicker than usual one. We're going to try to get an hour in. Obviously, depending on activity and stuff, that could change.
Lots of action this week and earlier today in Minneapolis and St. Paul. Stolen cars.
Even had some, incidents as far out as Savage and...
That's correct, yes. Some of our suburban agencies, some of our well-known individuals that we've repeat offenders were involved in some stuff, credit card fraud and stolen vehicles, and so, yep, always busy.
So you guys were with us on Monday with Mighty Mike. We had a lot of activity coming over from Minneapolis. There was an Audi that was used in shots fired at a victim that they were trying to steal a vehicle. That came across the river, fled from us. Fortunately, due to the time of the day and area, we had to let it go and try to follow it. It was probably going a good 60 plus past schools.
I think Joe Kill, when it was coming across the bridge, I think they attempted stop sticks, or maybe it was just going too fast. I don't know.
That one was going too fast.
But yeah, I believe it was on Mike Martin's, Mighty Mike's live.
Vehicle was since recovered. A little while after that, Minneapolis had made contact with a newer BMW that was stolen at I think southern Minneapolis, and we were able to track that down to like the West 7th area and took the driver into custody. And sure enough, he was linked to a long list of carjackings. Once we followed up, Minneapolis did an awesome job following up on a lot of cases that they had open and pending, and a few different key fobs led to some success.
Yes. They kind of all run together, but yeah, I remember that one. That was over by Bayard where it ended.
Yeah, he was an adult, well known to the CAT team. We say that all the time, but
yes, but this is an individual we haven't dealt with as much recently. Now that he's an adult, but it's he's definitely was a person that we've known for several years now.
Probably pre the CAT team, right?
Yes.
You guys were following him. As we say before, Intel preceded the CAT team. They kind of were knees deep into all this activity, the carjackings, all those home burglaries. What was that, like 2020, 2019?
Yeah, 2019, 2020, and I think the summer before that, before we were really tracking this, a lot of the stuff in Minneapolis was popping off where several cars were these suspects would go into parked cars in people's driveways, then use the garage door opener to get in the house, and then steal items quick, and then steal the car, and then go to the next house, and then a whole row of houses on the street would get broken into.
Joe Miller's like our resident almanac. He remembers everything.
Yes, I just wish it was useful, good. Sometimes it's just, it's there, it's information. It's just, that's great, Joe, but sometimes it's not, it's just information.
Metro 30 cars for a slow moving semi northbound 94 and 34th Street.
What else have we had? We had a Kia Soul that was running around a couple days, involved in a bunch of stuff over in Minneapolis and some car thefts. located the vehicle. I believe they fled, and then we recovered it a short distance from a well-known area, and I think we'll be able to come up with some suspects on that one.
Squads are clear, advised.
I'd like to give a quick shout out to Fabio Joe's former high school classmate, who is now a St. Paul police officer. Joel Schutz. Fabio was a little shy on, last week to give a shout out, so I'm giving a shout out now.
The Joes are social butterflies, I guess. We'll have to get you guys out. You guys be a good tandem.
I don't know, Fabio. I'm not sure if. I'm just reading the text here from Fabio himself. No, he's a funny guy, just a great guy. He's always got a smile on his face.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen him mad or angry. He's always just a happy guy.
Leads you to believe what's he up to. So far today, we're looking for a Gold Avenger with Indiana plates. Spotted in the east side of St. Paul earlier today and fled East Quad. If you happen to see that out and about, call it in. It's stolen. I think Indiana Boy X-Ray 836.
Yes, it is, and that's a very good memory. So he talks about me. This guy's a computer.
You guys saw the awesome interview our Under Sheriff Mighty Mike did the other day on Carol 11. Did you catch that?
You know, I did not. I was meaning to look it up and watch it because I just heard that today, but I did not get a chance to.
I guess they did a nationwide study, and St. Paul of a lot of the metro areas was one of the only few to see a decline in auto theft.
Yeah, that part I did see the numbers. That is quite staggering. From nothing against Minneapolis. Obviously, they're more population and bigger, but to see the stark difference in numbers is quite different from their side.
It is. So, again, we talked about last week. There's still a lot of work to do. But we're making progress. What we got here?
Anything? I think you can see it in mine.
Yeah, it's our pilot.
Oh yeah.
A lot of activity this so far over in Minneapolis today that we're monitoring. It's a few cars that we have interest in. There's been a few different stolens today. Nothing of note at this point that no sightings. All quiet in the capital city, I'd say, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to, jinx it, and a lot of our known individuals, the CAT team's done such a good job over the last week and a half, so a lot of our known repeat offenders are locked up, and the other ones are on house arrest, so
might see some peace and quiet for a little bit, knock on wood.
right. It's amazing, like just 5 to 7 individuals that are taken off the street that are known to us, and how quiet it gets at times.
And yeah, we talk about that all the time. We'll see, often oftentimes when we make an arrest of these cars and it's 5, 6 of our known repeat offenders, we see just a huge decline. Literally, it just goes quiet overnight.
It does.
And we'll see a huge just lull in the activities, and eventually it's either a different group or friends that kind of pick up the mantle and jump right back into it. But for sure, when we see a known individual put in custody, it definitely affects the activity.
Oh, I gotta reading one of the comments. I forgot to mention Toby Keith passed away.
Oh, that.
I know you heard that the other day, or yesterday, and very sad.
I had my Toby Keith playlist playing all day yesterday. That was probably.
Yeah,
it was our generation.
Even his older songs, they're all good.
His old love ballads.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it was surprising to see. I thought he was making a comeback from his cancer, but
yeah, I didn't even know he even had cancer at all.
yeah, he did. He performed live at the Opry back in September, and man, did he just look completely different.
Yeah, that's what people were saying.
And his cancer's probably the worst thing we deal with in this world. That's no matter how much money you have.
What else we got? Any big events coming up?
Big events.
Is Winter Carnival done now?
Valentine's Day. You got any hot dates?
You got any big plans with the missus?
Yeah, you know, it gets harder and harder to do those things with the little ones.
You got 3 kids now, or?
Yeah, 3 boys. And if you ask them, that's their Valentine's, so I'm kind of competing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, we usually.
I haven't been over this way in a long time.
I figured we'd switch it up. We're in West District of St. Paul, kind of along the University corridor. Change of pace, change of scenery. Some really cool older houses over here. Not like some of the, all the neighborhoods now, it's like they all look the same, right? All
Yeah.
the houses built nowadays.
Yeah, I saw it.
What other kind of activity are we seeing on the Intel front there, Joe?
The usual, but it's been quiet. Quiet in the sense of not a whole lot of like a lull in major stuff at this time. I mean, always busy, steady, but your car thieves and crime and whatnot. But I don't want to give away too many things, but I'll say a lot of they're getting smarter how they're committing crimes or hiding it versus sometimes where it was very easy to find and determine who did some of these crimes. It was based on intel stuff, how we get information. They're getting smarter about it, not leaving a cookie or breadcrumb trail, if you will, as they have in the past.
With that, you guys still do a good job of digging that stuff up, though.
Oh yeah, like for example, when the CAT team will make an arrest, we'll get a search warrant. So let's say they have phones, and we'll get a search warrant for all the phones, and we'll do the forensics on the phones, the data, and see a lot of incriminating stuff, posing with firearms or them themselves, stolen vehicle, and who they're communicating with, and location data. So yeah, once the CAT team makes an arrest, we'll go through the phones and get information that way.
Let's see. Pending motor vehicle theft over off Larpenter and Maplewood. 1998 Honda Civic.
Oh, okay.
We're definitely more of those. That's definitely on the rise. That was big like 4 or 5 years ago when I first got out.
Yeah, the older cars. Yeah.
Yep. The shaved keys. So just be cognizant if you have those older Hondas or vehicles that are easily stolen with shaved keys and such. I'm definitely seeing an uptick in that.
Any pique your interest?
Nothing.
Nothing on the board.
Except the roads. Paul's got their hands full this summer.
Bravo 300 PLG. They're at West Union. I don't know if that'll spook him a little before he gets to our guy.
Take that out. Scan.
Nice. 401. There with the report.
When's the Super Bowl? This weekend? It's a lion.
Oh yeah, that was a big deal. People used to just watch for just for the commercials. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of either, or I should say, huge fans of either team. I'll still watch it, but I don't really care who loses, who wins or loses. Oh.
I'm rooting for Brock Purdy, just for the fact that he's the underdog. That's about it. Other than that, I could care less.
Yeah, I could. Here's what as long as it's a good football game, then I'll be happy. You don't want to see a blowout where it's like lopsided. That's no fun.
No.
He wants you to go.
Perfect. What else we got going on? We got change of Joe Kill.
Oh yeah,
My partner in crime left me. He went to afternoon shift.
Yep.
Kill took over as the acting sergeant on afternoons. And left me by myself.
Well, you still got Fabio, Joe.
Oh yeah. I got Kyle.
Kyle.
Kill was my original partner, him and Kyle, so there's definitely a sentimental. The original three.
Original three.
And now he gets to do his thing on afternoons. Maybe he can do a afternoon cat team edition on Wednesdays.
I think you're onto something there.
Yeah.
Afternoon chill with Joe Kill.
I like it.
Here's where he wants to serve me.
I like it.
He'll take another benefit.
5285 in round. Okay.
What is that car we're looking for again?
Which one?
I got it. I don't think it's anywhere near.
4461.
Quick, on.
don't know, Joey's what is your Italian sandwiches?
Yeah.
Beef sandwiches. Yeah, slaved all night on it.
Bought a rump roast and an arm roast, and about 5 hours in the Dutch oven with some spices, and then you make beef sandwiches out of it. Throw some peppers on top.
He's got his sleeves.
Well, I eventually want to open a food truck.
What are you gonna call it?
Joey's Italian.
You're gonna need someone to invest.
So we'll have some Italian sausage, Italian beef sandwiches, some onion rings, French fries.
Ooh. Yeah.
And then we'll play some music. Well, and I'm gonna play like Frank Sinatra music in the background.
So here's the main question: Is
And
that gonna be in St. Paul or?
Well, Florida would be not a bad idea either, but I would say more like Monday, like we're only in the summertime I would do this. It's a busy area,
Fort Myers.
like Stillwater or something.
Food truck. So that's your retirement plan.
Well, yeah, sort of.
Pretty perfect, you know. I just tried to call.
More of a
They
fantasy.
did not transfer me. They said
A
they'd
dream.
let you know. I received. I'm sorry, you want to be out for what? Copy 1406.
Or control or semi, but
I do have a goal of trying to get some more cat personalities out with me.
1407.
Try to get back out with us. I'd like to get Tony Body and the canine out for a little show.
It's been a while since Kyle Williams has been on live.
Yeah, he's been busy man. Trying to get him back out. We got my last kill.
457.
clear that.
Chad?
Oh, Chad, yeah.
Yeah, Wednesdays. Everybody loves Odie.
Oh, he's a likable guy. 2 dogs. Wow. Jogging. Person with jogging with 2 dogs.
So, we're on Fairview coming up to Randolph.
Yeah.
Highland area. Down here by St. Kate's,
What's the other college by here?
St. Thomas.
St. Thomas.
Yeah. It's always foot traffic everywhere down here.
5231.
We got one in Cubs, one more. We got a line in here for an evaluation.
Copy.
That's not
Starting
too
line
far
up
from there, is it?
1409.
Which one?
The Lincoln one.
No. That's just a suspicious call. Sounds like their house had a fire and
Oh.
people have been breaking into it since, and they're just concerned because that house has a bunch of antiques in it. So, requested squads to just check it out and check on it.
2260.
Sorry about that. Totally forgot. Call now.
Appreciate it. 1409.
79, right?
76.
Miller's hoping we find something. He likes to go fast.
Oh, yes. The backseaters recall, when was that? A year ago?
That was a long time ago.
It was a pursuit, not really with us, but it was a car that was fleeing from multiple different agencies.
Yeah, we were trying to catch up. They fled. What was it? Initially us, then St. Paul. It was all over the place.
I think it was, like 2 days in the making, too, where it fled the day before as well and got away. And I think the guy had warrants. But anyway, I was in the car as a passenger and got a little bit car sick.
Well, that can happen. I mean, if you're not in control, yeah. I get the same way.
Well, we went all the way down to Savage or something, I think.
Windy roads.
I think we went to Owatonna and back. It's understandable to get car sick.
We went down Robert Trail down to into Dakota, right?
Yeah, it was. The guy was caught.
Yeah, who was it? Our apprehension sergeant, Dakota squad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
44 Thursday, Scott, thank you.
Down here in the Ford Parkway area, I've never not seen this place not just packed. Parking lots are always full.
Yeah, it is a busy area.
New development down here. That's gotta be cool to see what the old Ford plant looks like. All that property once it's fully developed.
Yeah, weren't they? I know there was talks of like condos or something. I remember seeing like a projected what do you call it, proposal or a map of what it would look like, and kind of looked kind of cool looking. They had like water and fountains, and I don't know if that ever materialized.
Well, let's take a drive through, huh?
Sure.
I think they still have the ballpark, right? The Ford Parkway fields, baseball fields.
You know, this is not my area, so
We'll have to drive by.
this is not the east side of St. Paul.
Oh. Here we are. Just putting up buildings left and right. Really nice ones, too.
Yeah, like luxury.
What do they call this? It's the
457.
Collection at Highland Bridge.
457.
Can you roll medics to my location to just check on our UIC for me? And another squad of one's available. I'm close for at the moment.
Copy, starting medics. There is one that can start at 457.
Wonder what these run for rent, huh?
I remember way back reading something. It was not cheap.
Here's the walkways you're probably talking about. Here's all the
Yeah. That is it.
bunch of architecture. It'd be pretty cool in the summer.
Yeah. Maravella. Margaret.
One in Florida, huh? You're gonna have it all down here.
Yeah, this is a.
You go too far, Lee's riding distance. Bunch of restaurants. Like, look at these. Those gotta be. Those gotta be ones you own, huh? Like a townhome type, you think?
Yeah, it sounds like it would be.
We'll have to get you down here with your skateboard and get you on live. Got a skate park right off the Mississippi River Boulevard. See if Joe Miller can do a kickflip.
I used to. I was a skateboard guy.
Were you?
Yeah.
Could you do a kickflip?
Yeah. Ollie, a kickflip. I wasn't good on the half pipe, but I could do a few tricks. I had the aero walks or the vans back then.
Yeah. That's when, like, what, skateboarding was at, like, it's like peak.
Yeah,
Hawk and all that,
Tony
right?
Hawk. Yeah, they had those video
Yeah.
games that were out. For then it was like
Quick. Sorry, folks. Joe Miller is a hot commodity.
It was another sergeant that was calling about some intel that we had to go on mute.
Copy.
So you see a lot more time auto truck thefts, both sides of the river.
Yep.
So if you're in a trade, or you're a person that's out in a service vehicle, vans, lock your vehicles up. They're targets. They're in there to steal your phones,
Wallets,
anything that they can turn over quick for some cash. So
yeah, we're seeing a big rise in that with credit cards. So they're now, hurting the wallets and committing credit card fraud.
and unfortunately, by the time whether it's a plumber or anything, they get back out to their vehicle, their card's already used at 10 different places.
Exactly, yes. And they do it quick, too. So, I mean, let's just say an hour you're inside someone's house or on a job site for an hour and a half. That's a long time.
Cool looking house.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Still nothing of note and impending yet. It's a good thing.
Copy.
See, our good friend Liesel is watching.
Oh, shout out to the Mrs. Kyle Williams.
Such a nice. There's one individual. We were down in Disney World for a conference, and then also just for fun. And Kyle's wife knows Disney inside and out. There's one other person that could probably as good, if not better, but she knew everything about Disney World. The rides, the parks, how many lightning rods are between. It was actually amazing.
Joe just doesn't want to tell you guys he's what you'd call, what do they call you again? A Disney adult.
So surprisingly, I never went to Disney World as a kid. So I went there as an adult a couple times. We had a work conference, and then anyway, but it's an experience. If you have kids, it's fun, but I'm not the Disney adult like Thomas was describing.
Yeah, here they are, the Ford Parkway Fields, still there. They used to play a bunch of tournaments out here. A lot smaller than I remember. I guess when you're 11 and 12, it feels bigger.
Yeah.
good. They were talking at someone else. Right here on the left, we were chasing around a red Mercedes about 2 months ago. Stolen Mercedes, wrecking havoc on the Twin Cities. And
Oh yeah.
I had Joe Odegaard with me in the passenger seat. That thing came head on with us. I pulled over to the shoulder, and it turned into the shoulder to come straight on with me, and turned off at the last second. Stolen vehicle. We knew who the occupants were, and it's just some of the dangerous behavior. They taunt law enforcement.
Yes.
And never heard Odie yell so loud. He was right. I think it was right before our first weekend at deer camp. All he looked at me is like, "Yeah, I want to go home.
Yeah,
I just want to go home. Dude. I'm done." But that's your long steel tree. Pretty much like put our lives in danger when they're willing to hurt us to get away.
Yeah, I know it's been said a bunch of times too, but they'll drive reckless. I don't know how many dangerous condition calls we get every day where a car is just driving reckless. Then someone gets the plate and it comes back stolen. So they're just driving reckless for whatever reason, just to drive reckless.
New message. New message.
Every day I see on those crime pages, Minneapolis squad was rammed by a stolen. It's insane the amount of damage that's produced.
Yeah, just last night, and I think it was it Savage? And I think it ended up in Bloomington, another pursuit with kids or known repeat offenders, and they were caught, thankfully, but yeah, it never ends.
Unfortunately, I believe as long as there's vehicles, you're gonna have vehicle thefts.
Yeah.
So it's like what's that movie?
Groundhog Day?
Nope. Was it Demolition Man? When there's everything in the future that's all automated, the cars and everything.
Yeah, I watched that. That's going way back.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in years.
Until that happens and everything's automated, you'll have stolen vehicles. Fortunately, criminals are working how to get over on the public and commit their crimes. So, as law enforcement, it's tough because you're always playing catch up to the newest trends and latest crimes. As a criminal, all you're doing is just going out and trying to think creatively.
Yeah, it's you brought up a very good, interesting point. When I worked in the Ramsey County Jail, it was kind of the same thing. It's inmates have nothing but time to sit and think about ways, and they get really creative. I'm like, how I never even would have even dreamt of something like this, and how to pass notes, make dice, whatever, contraband, make illegal substances, or
the food they make with vending machines.
Yeah, it's just how creative their drawings, and with limited resources, they get really resourceful. And yeah, it's, I suppose when you got nothing but time and to think and stuff, you get creative.
Yep. As long as we got our intel unit, we're pretty much right on top of what's going on. So
we do our best. The latest trends and seminars and webinars and trainings that we go to, and collaboration with other agencies and what they're seeing, and so we try to stay up on top of it. But like Thomas said, there's always something new and new emerging trend. we should do, because you're a former boxer or boxing guy. I know we talked about this before, but I mean, maybe some of these kids get them into the sport of boxing. Where's that place? Is it on Arcade or Payne?
There's a couple. I've talked to Kyle, who's our outreach. There's a couple gyms. There's the old Rice Street Boxing Gym, which is actually now I think on the east side of St. Paul, and then Sir Cerecio's Boxing Gym was on Arcade and Wheelock, is now on Payne and Case.
Yep, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a good avenue to give kids an outlet to do something else. Yeah, Kyle with his outreach is always looking for ideas, so we've thrown it out there, and if there's any kids in his group with,
yeah, I think
make the introduction.
It's something I think the kids would, appreciate more than some other program that, that sounds good on paper, but boxing might be a way that's, different than other things to try. I'm sure we've tried, or other places have tried that in the past, but we could, something to look into.
Well, if anything, they'll learn a little humility. All's quiet.
It's a demo. Yeah, it's not, as far as I know.
Summit. Well, maybe we'll work east a little bit. It was going to be a quick broadcast. It's not quite right now, and I got a few guys working on a few different things. So, Jelly Joe was kind enough to come out and assist me to get a little time in.
Oh, absolutely.
Not much to update. Usually Mondays with Mike, he kind of gets the coverage of the weekend, so we'll work east a little bit, see if we can come up with anything, or our partners. This is where we need you, Odie.
We need Fabio to find something. Summit and Fairview. It's a nice little historical neighborhood, or the whole strip here.
Some expensive houses.
Yeah, a lot of these mansions were converted to like I don't know, like fourplexes or something. Or apartments, and some of them. But yeah, there's still a lot of big houses here.
Yeah, these kind of houses creep me out. It's like how horror movies start. Old Victorian house.
Yeah.
Dungeon-looking basements.
Not like that kid from Home Alone where you don't like going to the basement.
Oh yeah, like that house got that huge attic. Creepy attic. Yeah. Cool to look at on the outside. Imagine the upkeep on these older homes is can't be
same with the heating. You think the heating would be
expensive
because of like the square footage, and then also like the you know, I don't know how good the what do you call it, insulation was back then. So there might be some gaps, or maybe it could be the other way around, where they did better insulation back then.
Well, they probably had, you know, a lot of it probably didn't. These houses don't have ductwork. Probably have.
Right? Yeah, those the heaters. Yeah, the what do you call those? Like radiator type.
Yep.
5283.
83.
Born animal complaint 2887, smelling for 3 aggressive turkeys outside of KFC.
Cleared up patrol.
Copy.
I thought today was supposed to be a lot warmer. I know it's, what is it, 48 or I don't know. But no, I don't need the heat on.
No, 49.
No. Maybe it's because the sun's not out.
Oh, we told you. Here you are.
You said live. I thought you said we're going.
Joe came into work. Clark Griswold from.
Yeah.
Had his boat shoes on, his Sperry's.
Those are hush puppies. Penny loafers. Leave me alone.
Tactical penny loafers. It reminds me of an older commander. They tell a story about him and his little tactical loafers.
Oh yeah. Yes. It was the Dockers or khakis and penny loafers.
Yeah. In case you haven't noticed, Joe is a Florida fan.
Well, they know, the backseaters. They know my
I'm
appreciation.
surprised he still lives here.
Part-time. Part-time Florida, part-time Minnesota.
94 from 694 south on a red Saturn View. Highway King Boy 205 was tailgating at high rate of speed, 1435.
Wonder how many days you have to live in Florida to get like a residency, like a license. And I remember I looked it up once. It's not as much as you think, but you still need a lot. Like half the year.
Well, I think you're close.
27
Tell you what, Wednesdays have been just our down days. It feels like every time I go live.
Yeah, it can be hit or miss.
Can't remember the last Wednesday we had a busy Wednesday that we went live. I guess.
I think because the cat team does such a good job of taking all the bad guys off the street.
Not all of that. Auto thieves.
Auto thieves.
Auto thieves. Which a lot of the times dabble in some gun activity.
for an incident that occurred at Atlantic and Larpenteur where he felt like his daughter was being targeted at the bus stop near GOA. Sorry, Gabby. What do you think?
What we got in the pendings? Nothing?
Nothing,
That's a familiar address, though.
mm-hmm.
Anything exciting in it?
It's, individual wanted for fleeing. Checking address.
Oh.
Fleeing in a motor vehicle. Here's a tip. Never flee in your personal car. People don't know this, but flee in your personal car, you open yourself up to that vehicle being seized soda after so many DWIs, and depending on the degree, you can lose your vehicle.
Yeah.
So always be cognizant of that. It's just not going to jail. It's
Your car, your property's taken.
we see it all the time. Someone's got a brand new vehicle and they got a loan out on it, and we don't dictate that. It's just it gets forwarded onto the court system and they will decide. But you do see it. People lose their vehicles to seizure. So on the civil side. Fleeing from the police never
Never ends well. It's not a good idea. Boy, that's an old building there.
New message. New message. Message. New message.
Looking through our in-house records, we're going to attempt contact at unit 28.
Copy, attempting contact in unit 28. 40.
They're going to 10 Pilot East on Marshall. Towards your street next. This is the plate one. I'll give it to you a second.
What do you think?
Please, 8-1.
Yeah. What?
Side was this?
Yeah, it's it should be, what is it, 4 something Kent, or what is this here? Or 270, yeah.
I get my floaties for a little bit.
Yeah, it's the, I think it is a school though too, along with the rec center.
Make sure we all float together. Well, we're gonna head back towards the barn. Nothing happens. We're gonna end.
I'll just stand by here. It's really hot in Minneapolis.
I hear squad lights. I just don't see a squad.
Oh, maybe it's for the domestic. Well, that's not that close though. Is this?
It's the freeway.
Oh. Oh, it's a medic then.
Just gotta clear that. Have the Wild played since the break? All-Star break?
That was last weekend. The answer is I don't know.
Watch.
Yeah. Watch. That usually starts in April.
Yeah. I don't know. Last couple of years I was kind of, hit or miss, but my one oldest kid's really into hockey, so I try to keep up on it for him. Head to a suspicious call in the East District.
What are the details? Blue Apartments of York, southeast corner. Vehicle is in lot with no plates and back window broken out. Parked next to dumpster bright blue Honda sedan. Comp reason may be stolen because male who dumped it was seen exited it with rifle last night, or riffle. It's
Riffle. That's how it's spelled, but I think it's rifle.
Riffle.
Traffic picture.
Are suspicious for vehicle, the broken back window, no plate. 1445, 345, copy not to AOA, 1445.
We're gonna float to this suspicious before we end. It's no plates, busted out window. A couple squads en route.
The PCN at
So we'll have to wait till they're code 4.
211 7th Street, apartment 104. The caller had reported his firearm as stolen, but has since found it, so it was never actually stolen, but it will be needing to be cleared out of NCIC.
It's not a huge priority call since it's been unoccupied since last night. But you never know. These things become occupied pretty fast.
391.
Yeah, have a good night. 1446. I'm going to be out with squad 360. 529. Yeah, have a good night. 1446.
Okay.
What was that call at Harding? Was that from before?
Yeah, earlier. Yep.
Okay.
He's pretty close. So. You recognize that name at all?
No, I saw that. I didn't the last day. No idea.
It's not a good sign if Joe Miller doesn't recognize something.
Oh, thank you. We should roll by our good friends up there, though, just
on the way.
See if they give us a shout out.
Joe Miller has a lot of fans.
These aren't the best fans, but they're fans.
410. 1158 is just walking out. Give me a call again, please.
message. New message.
Looks like we got a little road rage incident up in Contract Cities.
Message.
Someone pulled into a parking lot and started yelling at an elderly person.
Mm-hmm.
Can you change this call to an AMA? Correct.
It's a recover crap.
Yeah, I was gonna see, is that a car though? Or... It is.
Area
Where is
Detective
it?
Buncy Charlie from Rice for a possible road rage incident. The
Oh.
driver was yelling at an elderly
It's
male.
up by,
Where is that
It's
though?
license Foxtrot Delta
Where were you
Delta
thinking?
957 or
Oh, that's not at all where I was thinking. Oh, I was thinking way south, but
Does it look like it's been dumped since last night then?
5283.
where does it say that there? I saw something. Oh, let's come in.
Copy.
There's a recovered property and pending as well, 1511 Edna Street. Launch a broken window in the alley. Stolen today, actually. Out of where? Maplewood.
9271.
Oh, that was the one stolen up off Ariel?
Car crash party is under
Sure.
Parkway.
Yeah, I think that is 2400 block in Ariel.
Party party, man.
No.
4470. LP outlet, first right, page. Robert Cole. Edward. Copy.
There used to always be a couple up here, remember in the beginning by Hoover's?
Yeah.
I think you were with her. I was
Mustang.
yeah, I was with you, and it was involved in like a shots fired.
Yeah. That was very early on.
But there used to be a lot more there used to be a lot more parked right there.
This whole area used to be a little hot spot. Theft from auto. Wallet stolen out of car at car wash. Black mid-size SUV. David Yellow Sam 307. Sam 307.
New message. New message.
Ding!
New message.
No. Clear stolen. But it did have a
What year is it though?
pounded newer 2019. Curious. Good.
Yeah, it was just key.
5223 car 6.
Copy.
We had a couple here too. We got. For the hell, let me just put that one in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oops.
Copy.
Just for sake of argument.
New message. New message.
Nope.
New message.
Wait.
Oh,
No.
nothing.
No.
He was waiting for the ding.
Wait for the ding.
I copy. You're on scene. The welfare check here in 7th, assisting an elderly male locate a vehicle. Purchasing information.
Oh, he's almost to that one. Full float to him in case he comes up with anything.
I don't know if you can get to York. He stops there, I think, though, unless you go through Earl.
Right here.
Yeah, see how it stops, though? You have to come through Earl, or you can't take it from...
No.
That's where Russell comes in.
Car crash, B Baker 2 in Sunline. 7.
Not here, not
These
here.
guys here again with their demonstration signs.
Yeah.
You've been here a while.
Yes, they have. At least it's been nice weather. Not too cold.
Hockey puck.
You find it, Odie?
No. There's a car kind of where it's described, but it's a sign on it. It's clear and it has plates on it. So, I'm just checking the area.
Copy. Clear the area, and then we'll give it a proper send off. What do you think, Miller?
Absolutely. That's a good plan, sir.
Haven't really had anything else in our realm pop besides this.
Nope. You can't find crime.
Yeah, that's true.
Clear squad report.
I think you go up this way, though, right?
I'm going to go to Frank. Just to the east, Earl.
Oh, yes. That's actually what I was thinking.
887 Armstrong Avenue on a DOC. It's pulled in by a neighbor, sister, female neighbor, looking at the address, came to her door. Said son's girlfriend pushed her out of the home and locked the doors.
Yeah. Should be by the what do you call it? Compost site.
Yeah.
Martin Gibson. 475. Go ahead. I did DOC like an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Can you get the case number for me?
Right there.
Yeah, it's those.
Once that's the car.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah.
That case number was here.
Odie, it's in the corner of that lot, right at the southeast corner of Earl.
Go ahead.
Holiday off Cope, 1 Minnesota, King, Robert Yellow, 525. Yeah, that's a Scion and the plates was to it.
It's got a busted out window. Yeah, I imagine that's gonna be it. So the window's out. That's the car. The window's out.
It's gotta be it. What would they
You know,
describe it as?
They said Honda.
I don't think I've looked.
Yeah, it looks like the driver's rear passenger side window's busted out from when I was driving past it on Phelan. So Bodie's just calling the comm.
675 Victoria, I believe I've got Frank Gums in that red Audi from Macalusos parked in.
What'd she say?
She's got Frank Gums potentially in his, whatever it was, the car, that something from a Macalusos
575.
incident.
675, it's Tanya Giles' house.
Victoria.
I'll start heading that way.
It's parked in front of Tanya's car right now. I believe it's gonna have different plates on it, so I got.
We are actually gonna get diverted to something a little different, so we're gonna end. We appreciate you guys coming with. Not a whole lot going on, so
I think its warrants are clear.
hopefully it stays that way throughout the day. We appreciate you riding with. Any farewell words, Miller?
Always a pleasure, Backseaters. Thanks for tuning in and watching us. We'll see